In a currency pair, the first currency is the currency we can buy and sell, and the second currency is the currency we buy and sell it with. Taking the quotation USD CHF, this means that today it's necessary to pay 1 Swiss franc 24 centimes for 1 American dollar. Similarly, this quote, USD JPY, tells us that today in Japan they'll give you 112 yen for 1 American dollar. The first currency in a currency pair is the base currency. For the yen, the Swiss franc, and the majority of other currencies in the world, the US dollar is the base currency. And are there any currency pairs where the US dollar is not the base currency? Yes. Whose idea was that? Why make life more complicated than it needs to be? I can only say 2 little words: tradition and ambition. At the time when the concept of currency pairs was being developed, the British Empire was the dominant economic power. The British pound is the oldest currency in the world. In fact, it will soon be celebrating its 1000th birthday. For most of the pound's life, until the early 1970s, the pound was made up of 240 pence. How could we show the value of $1 in terms of GBP? For example, if $1 was worth 60 British pence, we'd have to write it as 0.25 and not 0.6, and this could cause a great deal of confusion. Therefore, it was decided that it would be much easier to state how much a pound was worth in other currencies, and not be tormented by all those pesky pennies, farthings and shillings. So, the pound is the base currency in the pair GBP USD. And though the British pound has had 100 pence since the 1970s, and Britain no longer has a great empire, the tradition remains, my friends. And so, this pair tells us that today, 1 British pound will cost you $1.82. However, when the Europeans were introducing their single currency, they quite consciously decided not to be bettered by the world's oldest currency and insisted on the euro being the base currency. There was no need. The metric system was laid out in Europe a very long time ago. This was simply naked ambition, ladies and gentlemen. And the pair Euro-USD appeared, with the euro proudly assuming the base currency place. And the quote Euro-USD means that today a euro will cost you $1.24. You should commit these pairs to memory. Dollar Swiss franc, dollar Japanese yen, British pound dollar, euro dollar, because usually these pairs are denoted Swiss franc, Japanese yen, British pound, euro, as the dollar is taken as read and is not mentioned.